If someone handed you a golden key and told you it could unlock every door to success, wealth, happiness, would you use it? Let me tell you something, my friend. That key is time. Not all of it, not your whole day, just 1 hour. That's all you need. 1 hour a day can change your life. Now, I know that sounds simple, but don't mistake simplicity for weakness. It's the small hinges that swing big doors. You see, I've learned something over the years. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying basic fundamentals. And one of those fundamentals is how you spend your time. So let's begin right here, right now. Let me take you back many years. I was broke. I was 25. I was embarrassed. I was behind on my promises, and not just to my creditors, but to myself. Then I met a mentor, a man named Mr. Schoaf, and he said something that hit me like a lightning bolt. Jim, you can change your life if you dedicate just 1 hour a day to working on yourself. I thought 1 hour. That's it. But friend, let me ask you something. What are you doing with that hour right now? Scrolling, complaining, wasting. Because if you can waste an hour, you can invest an hour. Let me repeat that. If you can waste an hour, you can invest an hour. It's not about having more time. We all get 24 hours, rich or poor, young or old. The difference is how we spend those hours. Let me give you an example. If you read 1 book a week, that's 52 books a year. Imagine how your thinking would change, your vocabulary, your knowledge, your confidence. All from 1 hour a day of reading. Let's say you dedicate 1 hour to learning a skill. In 1 year, you could become dangerously competent at anything. Sales, marketing, public speaking, coding, real estate, anything. You don't need to master it. You just need to get good enough to change your direction. Remember this, learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. If you work hard on your job, you'll make a living. But if you work hard on yourself, you'll make a fortune. That's what I did. Now you might say, Jim, I'm too tired. Jim, I've got kids. Jim, I don't have the time. But let me gently remind you, it's not about having time. It's about making time. You make time for what matters. If your life depended on it, you'd find the hour. Because deep down, you know it does. Your future depends on what you do today. And what you do today is built hour by hour. So ask yourself, what would happen if you dedicated just 1 hour a day for the next year to becoming a better version of you? Not 10 hours, not your whole weekend. Just one consistent, focused hour. Let me paint the picture. 1 hour a day for 1 year, that's 365 hours. Over 9 full-time work weeks. Imagine what that kind of investment could do to your life. You could change your mindset, your health, your income, your relationships, your future, not overnight, but over time. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And discipline starts with this. Schedule 1 hour a day, lock it in, make it sacred, protect it, and then use it wisely. Read, write, practice, think, plan, reflect, learn. Because friend, life change begins when you change what you do with your time. Here's your challenge tonight. Before you go to bed, pull out your calendar and find your hour. Put your name on it. Write it down. This is my hour of power. And tomorrow, show up for yourself. Not for the world, not for your boss, not for your friends, for you. And remember, you don't have to change your whole life today. Just 1 hour, every day. Because success, it's not something you chase. It's something you attract by the person you become. And that person is built 1 hour at a time. Don't join an easy crowd. You won't grow. Go where the expectations are high and the hours are invested. So where are you investing yours? Let's build something together, my friend. 1 hour a day, 1 brick at a time, 1 new future. Let me remind you, my friend, 1 hour a day can change your life. But here's the catch. Only if you use it wisely. You see, time is the most precious resource we have. But it's not enough to just spend time. You've got to invest it. And what you do in that hour makes all the difference. I remember my mentor once said, Jim, don't mistake movement for achievement. Activity is not necessarily productivity. A powerful words. Some people say, Jim, I spend an hour reading the news every day. Well, friend, that's fine. But is it helping you grow? Are you becoming wiser, more skilled, closer to your goals? Because if the answer is no, then you're not using the hour, you're losing it. Let me give you a simple principle. Don't use your hour for entertainment. Use it for elevation. There's a time for rest. There's a time for leisure. But your hour of power, that's sacred. That's where transformation happens. So let me share with you 6 ways to invest that hour. Ways that can truly change your life. Books changed my life. They introduced me to thinkers, leaders, philosophies I would have never met in person. Miss a meal if you have to, but don't miss a book. Imagine reading for just 30 minutes a day. That's over 180 hours a year. Do you think your mindset wouldn't evolve? Do you think your decisions wouldn't improve? Feed your mind. It's hungry, and it's waiting for leadership. Next, writing. Don't just live the day. Capture it. Get yourself a journal. Write your goals. Track your progress. Note your lessons. A life worth living is a life worth recording. You'll be amazed at how writing down your thoughts will bring clarity. And clarity is power. Success begins on paper. You've got to design your future before you can live it. Take 10-15 minutes each day to plan your day, your week, your month. Don't start the day until it's finished on paper. Set priorities. Decide what matters, then act with purpose. Otherwise, life will just happen to you, instead of happening because of you. Every day for 1 hour, you can sharpen a skill: public speaking, sales, marketing, investing, digital tools, health, fitness. 1 hour a day. And in 1 year, you'll be in the top 5% of that field. Why? Because most people don't commit, but you can. You see, success is not crowded because so few are willing to do the work. Now, this one's important. Take 10 minutes to sit quietly. Reflect on your decisions. Think about your values. Listen to your inner voice. Time to reflect is time well spent. In the silence, you'll hear wisdom. You'll hear guidance. You'll hear you. Use this hour to strengthen your discipline muscle. Because what you do in one area of life spills into the rest. Be consistent. Don't skip. Don't let excuses win. Discipline is the foundation upon which all success is built. If you keep the promise to yourself today, you'll believe in yourself tomorrow. Now listen carefully. This hour isn't about perfection. It's about intention. It's about deciding, I'm not going to drift through life anymore. I'm going to drive. What you do in this hour must match what you say you want. If you want success, study success. If you want health, learn health. If you want confidence, build it daily. Remember, the hour won't change your life. What you do with it will. Here's what I recommend. Pick a time for your hour. Choose 2 or 3 of these activities. Stick to it. Track your growth. And don't forget, you cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction. And the direction starts with one solid, sacred hour. So the question is, what will you do with yours? You've got the time. You've got the tools. Now all you need is the decision. Let's not waste this gift, my friend. 1 hour a day, used wisely, used intentionally, used consistently, and everything changes. Success doesn't happen in a day. It happens daily. It's not a big leap. It's a series of small, quiet steps done consistently. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. That's the power of the compound effect. That's what 1 hour a day really means. It means the first hour may not look like much. The second, still quiet. The 10th, still invisible. But by the 100th, by the 200th, everything begins to shift. Let me give you a picture. Imagine a drop of water hitting a rock. 1 drop, nothing happens. 10 drops, still no change. But 1,000 drops, 10,000, eventually the rock wears down. It wasn't the force. It was the consistency. You see, discipline is like that drop of water. And that 1 hour you give yourself daily, that's your drop. Over time, it'll wear down fear. It'll wear down doubt. It'll carve a path right through procrastination. Now some people say, Jim, I did my hour today, but nothing changed. And I smile because I've been there. And I tell them, you don't go to the gym once and expect muscles. You go every day. The same rule applies to the mind, to your habits, to your goals. Success isn't microwave. It's a slow cooker. But oh, when it's ready, it's delicious. Let's do a little math. 1 hour a day, 365 hours a year. That's over 9 40-hour work weeks. Nearly 2.5 full months of focused growth. Now imagine investing that time into one specific skill. One habit, one area of your life. Public speaking, marketing your health, financial literacy. By the end of the year, you'll be unrecognizable. You'll walk different, talk different, think different, because you are different. Let me tell you what compounds and what doesn't. Effort compounds, discipline compounds, learning compounds. But so does neglect, so does laziness, so does regret. If you invest 1 hour today, you've taken a step forward. But if you skip 1 hour today, you've started a pattern. And patterns shape destiny. Let me ask you something. What's easier? Brushing your teeth every day for 2 minutes, or skipping it for 6 months and paying for the pain? Life works the same way. It's easier to stay ready than to get ready. Now let's talk about something important: momentum. Once you do the hour for a few days, it gets a little easier. And after a week, you start to look forward to it. After a month, you crave it. That's the power of momentum. Newton said it best. A body in motion stays in motion. Discipline, once in motion, wants to keep going, but so does procrastination. So does comfort, so does laziness. Which path are you feeding? You've got to protect your momentum. Treat your hour like it's sacred, because it is. Don't negotiate with your excuses. Don't say, I'll do it later. I'm too tired. I'll catch up tomorrow. No. You do it now. You do it today. Because each time you win that small battle, you get stronger. And strength, like success, compounds. Let me give you something to remember. Neglect starts as an infection. But if you don't treat it, it becomes a disease. A one skipped hour becomes a habit. And that habit becomes a lifestyle. That's why the compound effect can be your best friend or your worst enemy. It all depends on how you use your time. Let me challenge you. Look at your calendar. Look at the last 30 days. Did you give yourself the hour? If not, don't beat yourself up. Just start now. Because the moment you start, the compound effect begins working for you. Every page you read, every thought you write, every habit you build, every moment you invest, it stacks, it builds, it multiplies. You want to change your life. Don't wait for the big moment, the perfect opportunity, the loud applause. Start with the small hour. Done quietly, in the dark, with no audience. Because the applause will come later, when you're walking in the life you built, 1 hour at a time. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds you plant. Your hour is your seed. Plant it today, water it tomorrow, protect it next week, and harvest will come. The compound effect is real, my friend, and it's waiting for your decision. Let me tell you something, my friend. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And the most powerful discipline you can develop is what I call the hour of power. It's that 1 hour a day where you're not distracted, not pulled in 20 different directions, not answering to everyone else. It's yours, your time, your space, your growth. Now, people often ask me, Jim, what should I do with my hour? And then I say, design it. Don't wing it. You don't build a house without a blueprint. You don't plant a garden without knowing where the seeds go. So don't give your most valuable time, your hour, away to randomness. Design your hour with purpose, because a well-designed hour can redesign your entire life. Let me break it down for you. In this hour of power, we're not trying to do everything. We're trying to do the right things. The hour can be split into 3 powerful segments. 1, 10 minutes for the mind. Start with your mind. Stand guard at the door of your mind. What are you feeding it? Instead of the news, feed it ideas. Instead of complaints, feed it gratitude. Instead of gossip, feed it wisdom. Read something inspiring, something full of value, a good book, a great thinker, a timeless principle. 10 minutes a day of that, and you'll begin to think differently. And when you think differently, you act differently. And when you act differently, you live differently. 2. 10 minutes for the spirit. Next, quiet the noise. This world is loud, chaotic, distracted. You need stillness. Take 10 minutes and reflect. Pray if that's your style, meditate if that's your way, or just sit still and breathe. Gratitude, purpose, vision. Ask yourself, who am I becoming? Why does this matter? What am I truly grateful for? Clarity is power, and this 10 minutes gives you that clarity. 3. 40 minutes for growth. Now comes the big block, the builder, the muscle. 40 minutes of focused growth. You can study your craft, build a skill, write a page, record a video, work on your business, work on yourself. Whatever pushes you forward. This is the time for it. No distractions, no notifications, just you building your dream. Now, let me be clear. You don't have to use this exact formula. You can tweak it, adjust it, make it yours. The key is structure. And the key to structure is consistency. Because what you schedule, you do. What you leave to chance, you skip. You know what most people do with an hour? They scroll, they complain, they sit in traffic, mentally drifting. They talk about problems they'll never solve. And then they wonder why their life isn't changing. But you've got the secret now. The hour of power. Discipline weighs ounces. Regret weighs tons. Use the hour or lose the year. Let me give you a few more ideas to include in your hour, because maybe you're wondering what else you can plug in. Goal review. Take 5 minutes to read your goals out loud every day. Remind your mind what it's working for. Journaling. Write down your thoughts, your progress, your lessons. Capture the day before it escapes. Learning. Listen to an audiobook. Watch a seminar. Study a master in your field. Planning. Map out your next steps. A goal without a plan is a wish. All of that can fit in your hour if you plan it with intention. Here's another tip. Guard your hour like a treasure. Don't let people steal it. Don't let emergencies hijack it. Don't let laziness delay it. Make it early if you must. Make it late if you have to. But make it happen. Because if you don't run your day will run you. And most people wake up into a fire drill. Emails, calls, problems, noise, but you wake up with direction, with intention, with peace. That's the power of owning your morning or protecting your evening. Let me ask you, what could you become if you gave yourself one focused hour every single day? For the next 5 years, what would your income look like? What would your relationships look like? What would your confidence feel like? The hour of power isn't just about productivity. It's about identity. Because what you consistently do shapes who you consistently become. You show up for yourself every day. You begin to believe you are someone worth showing up for. That changes everything. So don't wait for a miracle. Create one. Don't wait for motivation. Design systems. Don't hope success finds you. Build it hour by hour. Everything you want lies on the other side of discipline. Start with your hour. Own it. Design it. Protect it. Repeat it. And soon, that 1 hour will redesign your entire destiny. Let's talk truth now. 1 hour a day, just one. It doesn't sound like much, does it? But let me tell you something. 1 hour can change everything. You see, most people underestimate what they can do in a day, and they overestimate what they can do in a year. But I learned something early in life. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Not once in a while. Not when it's convenient. Every day. And where do those disciplines live? In the hour. That 1 hour. The hour where you choose you. Not the world's noise. Not the endless tasks. Not the urgent. But the important. Let me ask you, what would happen if you invested 1 hour a day into your health, your mind, your future? Let's do the math. 1 hour a day. That's 7 hours a week. That's 365 hours a year. That's over 9 full work weeks every year. 9 weeks dedicated to your goals, your craft, your mission. You don't think that would change you? I'll tell you what it did for me. Years ago, I made a decision. I said, Jim, no more drifting. No more excuses. Just 1 hour a day. Start there. And I did. I read. I studied. I listened. I planned. I reflected. And before long, that hour started shaping me. Started pulling me forward. Started lifting my vision. That 1 hour gave me confidence. It gave me clarity. It gave me momentum. You see, it's not just about productivity. It's about identity. When you give yourself 1 hour a day, you begin to believe something very powerful. I matter. My growth matters. My future is worth fighting for. And that belief, that internal shift, changes everything. I used to think success was complicated. Turns out it's simple. Not easy, but simple. It's saying yes to 1 hour a day and saying no to the things that waste it. Because let me tell you, my friend, it's not just what you do, it's what you stop doing. So if you want your life to change, stop spending that hour on television. Stop scrolling it away. Stop giving it to worry and doubt. Start feeding it with vision. Start filling it with growth. Start claiming it like your life depends on it. Because it does. Let's be honest. You don't need 10 hours to change your life. You don't need to quit your job, move to the mountains, and meditate for 6 months. You just need 1 hour. Every day. 1 hour of focus. 1 hour of decision. 1 hour of progress. That's the power of one. And it's not about being perfect. You might miss a day. Life happens. The key is to not miss two. Consistency beats intensity every time. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying the basic fundamentals. A 1 hour is a basic fundamental. You apply it, your life will respond. You want to change your finances. 1 hour a day studying money, business, investing. You want to change your relationships. 1 hour a day reading, learning, reflecting on how to love and lead better. You want to change your health. 1 hour a day moving your body, planning your meals, educating your mind. It all begins in the hour. Because that hour is where new habits are born. That hour is where direction is found. That hour is where the old you begins to fade and the new you begins to rise. And here's the beautiful part. After a while, that hour, it starts to multiply. You gain momentum. You become sharper, more confident, more disciplined. And people notice. They ask, what changed? And you smile because you know it was the hour. The truth is, every master, every high achiever, every extraordinary story started the same way, with a moment, with a decision, with an hour. So today you've got a choice to make. You can let this message be just another good idea, something you heard and forgot. Or you can draw the line right here, right now, and say, that's it. No more drifting. I claim my hour. It won't be easy at first. You'll be tempted, distracted, pulled away. But you'll remember this voice, this moment, this truth. 1 hour can change everything. If you give your hour to growth, eventually your life will grow. If you give your hour to your dream, eventually you'll hold it in your hands. If you give your hour to becoming better, eventually the world around you will get better too. Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. And how do you get better? 1 hour at a time. So go claim it, use it well, and watch how far it takes you. Because that 1 hour can change everything. As we wrap this up, I want you to remember something very simple. The life you want is not out of reach. It's not hidden somewhere in a far-off place. It's right here, within your control. You see, success isn't about grand, dramatic changes. It's about small, consistent actions, like claiming your hour each day. And when you do that, you begin to shape your future piece by piece, day by day. Now, I want you to ask yourself this. What could I accomplish in the next year if I committed just 1 hour a day to my growth? The answer is everything. 1 hour might not seem like much, but over time, it adds up. That hour can turn into momentum. Momentum turns into mastery. And mastery turns into the life you've always dreamed of. So take what you've learned today. Design your hour of power. Guard it fiercely. And watch how it transforms you. Because 1 hour a day can change your life. And when you look back, you'll realize that 1 hour was where it all began. Take control. Start today. And remember, your future is in your hands. Thank you for spending this time with me. Now, go make your hour count.